I'm in nice clothes and I got my nice glasses on because I had to dress up today. If you move to like another country, you expect cultural differences. Expect the phrasing of words that you don't understand or you're like, huh? However, moving from mid-Missouri down to southern Arkansas, I did not anticipate a whole new world. A whole new world. A new fantastic. Sorry, I should stop. So much is different in the South. South. Because apparently, according to the southern people, Missouri is the north. I'd say it's like in the middle, but no, Missouri's north. This is stuff I learned. Closer, I got a secret, closer. I don't think people know the Civil War is over down here. You Southerners need to let it go. Let it go. If this video is gonna get me beat up. I hope not. There are a lot of things about the South that are different. I'm not talking just politics or thoughts or religion or the fact that I'm in the Bible Belt or any of that stuff. I'm not even talking about any of that stuff being different. Instead, I want to present the way they talk. The Southerners talk. And no, I'm not talking about those accents. That's my Southern accent. I hear it's horrible, but I still put it out there. What I want to talk about is the words and the phrases people down here use that I have never heard of. Some I can put together based on reasoning and logic, but some I'm like, then I have to have someone explain it to me, which makes me feel dumb. But in all actuality, it's a weird phrase. So to go into these phrasing, I'm going to use my Southern accent because I think it would be more entertaining. Flick versus a thump. This motion right here, I always thought it was flick, but apparently it's thump. Down here, that's a thump. I'm gonna thump you. It's a flick. People, it's a flick. How the cow ate the cabbage. My boss said this to me, and I looked at him like he was bat crap crazy. Apparently it means to tell the truth to, regardless if the person wants to hear it. I still don't really understand how that has to do with anything. But yeah. Another phrase that I do not understand that. Like, I guess I semi-understand it, but I think it's ridiculous and it shouldn't be a saying. Better than snuff with half the dust. It's crazy working down here. This is one that my coworker says constantly. That just chaps my rear end. It chaps my rear end. While her husband uses, that frosts my nutsack. Two sayings I don't think I've ever heard, and that just make me giggle. You're more scared than a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. Chunk? Why don't you chunk that? To me, chunk means a chunk of something, like a chunk of a brick, maybe. But down here, chunk means to throw really hard away. I guess I thought that was chuck. You're gonna chuck it. Why don't we go gigging for frogs? I thought you caught frogs, but apparently you gig them. You're as useless as tits on a boar hog. Because a boar hog is a male pig and I guess doesn't need tits, but I guess that could be implied for any type of male. But yeah, boar hog. Meaner than a sack full of rattlesnakes. Knee high to a bullfrog. I still don't know if I quite understand that saying. You can't hold water. I thought it meant you're useless. You can't even hold water, or maybe something about your bladder. But apparently it means you cannot keep a secret. Here's one of my favorite sayings that I have picked up down here, and that my coworkers say constantly, and it just makes me happy. You're handier than a pocket on a shirt. You're busier than a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest. As a crow flies. Apparently it means it's not far away. I still don't think I understand that one. Higher than a cat's back. I thought cats get scared, they raise their back. So you're more scared than a cat with a raised back. That's what I thought, but apparently that's not what it means. It means prices are high. Who knew? Who knew? Finer than frog hair, which is a saying I don't like at all because frogs don't have hair, but I guess that's kind of the point, but I still don't like it at all. Crazier than a road lizard. If frogs had wings, they wouldn't have to hit their ass every time they jumped. It's like saying, if this was, if that wasn't. There's no point in saying it, because if frogs had wings, they wouldn't hit their butt every time they jumped. Which I'm not sure they do, because they jump on their legs. But see, I overanalyze things, and it drives my coworkers crazy. I'm sorry, Christy and Diane, and Jeff, I'm not really sorry because I like to bug you. I'm gonna tump you over. Definition for tump was a chiefly southern word meaning to flip someone over, dump them out, or whatever. I still think someone misspoke at some point and meant to say tip or dump, but it came together as tump. They're like, that is a fantastic word to use. It's both tip and dump together to create tump. Let's start saying it and make it in the dictionary. So those are my southern words. Does this accent offend you southerners? Because I just am not any good at the southern accent. While I'm doing southern accents, I am going to impersonate my best impersonation of my coworker Christy. Amanda, I swear, if you don't get out of my cubicle, I am gonna come over here like a spider monkey. I'd like to knock you out. Hehe. Hope you enjoyed Southern Words with Amanda. Bye, y'all.